Yo, what up, everybody? This is your boy Busy Bee Garage back at it again with part two of the VVTi Toyota Tacoma engine. Four cylinder VVTi. Like I said, we on this exhaust, manifold, removal, and change out. So, as promised, part two of this is your part two right now. We got the manifold out, we got the EGR valve out, we have everything that we need to remove to get this thing out. So here it is. So this is your manifold. Okay, and this is that ring collector. Remember, I was showing you guys that this is that ring collector. Well, this is it. This is what goes at the bottom of your vehicle. Okay. When you put this thing on, it slides over the flange or the end of this collector. So sorry about that, you guys. But it slides over this. So this ring right here that I showed you guys earlier that we're gonna put on a new one, we're gonna change it out. But this is the manifold for the VVTi four cylinder. This is the EGR valve. The gaskets are good on this. As you can see, like I said, my boy, he runs it. He makes sure he takes care of his car. So, but this is the EGR valve for it. This is the EGR piping that goes on it, like so. Matter of fact, it goes in, yeah, it goes in this way. And then this part hooks into the exhaust itself, just like so. So it goes in, I think, mm, I just had it. So I know it goes in this way. There you go. So it goes in this way, and the EGR valve comes in this way. Okay. So with this taken out, I'm gonna show you on the truck. So here is the exhaust manifold gasket, and you're gonna take that out too, because like I said, it's worn. He got over 130,000 miles on his car. All still original parts, guys. This is amazing. All still original parts. But that gasket is the exhaust manifold gasket. If your gasket look like this, you're still pretty much good. But do be warned, this thing can link, crack, break. You know, it's a two-piece gasket. It's not a one-piece. It's a two-piece flange gasket. Um, he went and got his from Toyota dealership. Get all your Toyota parts from Toyota. Or you can go through 1-800, not 1-800, but rockauto.com or 1-8auto. Shouts out to them two guys right there, because they are pretty amazing on getting you the right parts delivered to your house so you don't have to move from your house as well. So shouts out to 1-8auto and shouts out to rockauto.com. But yeah, that gasket is a two-piece gasket. We're gonna go ahead and stick the new one on. We're gonna put on the flange gasket as well on here, and we're gonna get this thing back in there. Do note, once you take it out, if you can tell on the engine block, if you got a lot of built up exhaust corrosion around there, clean it. Make sure it looks pretty good so you can get this thing flat to sealed tightly, and then that way you won't have any exhaust leaks. So that way you won't lose gas pressure or horsepower. Some of them tips and tricks that's in there. Just make sure that you're checking those bolts and making sure that that gasket is tight. So uh, once you get everything tightened down to spec, then you go ahead and run the car for like maybe about 30 seconds at the bottom, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about, at the bottom of the collector of the exhaust flange. Once you start it, uh, just put your hand like up under there, right here, and see if you're gonna have exhaust link, or you can feel air coming through there. Okay, because if you're not, then I can guarantee you that that gasket is not sealed, and it's not sealing it correctly. Do note to take torque specs on that part, because like I said, if you don't torque it down to the spec, then you're gonna end up having an exhaust leak. The specs for that, for the four cylinder itself, is like, I want to say right at 62 pounds, because it has those spring loaded bolts, and I'm gonna show you those right now. So these are the spring loaded bolts right here. These are the spring loaded bolts. These bolts take 62 foot-pounds of torque. Okay. If you have bendy, it's great because you can load it down to 62 and a half or 61 or 60. But do try to go 62. If you have Mr. Clicky, put Clicky on 62 and then tighten them down that way. Do not do it by hand and just kind of guess and eyeball it, because you can over tighten it, you can fuck up the flange, and I can guarantee you you're gonna have an exhaust leak. So do know, take note of that bolt being torqued down to spec. It is at 62. I actually kind of read it up myself. It's at 62 foot-pounds of pressure. Get Mr. Clicky, because Mr. Clicky is going to release on the torque spec. So when you hear that click, it'll kind of release itself. Okay. Well, you don't want to go no more than that. All right. Those bolts can go up to 65 foot-pounds of torque. So do note that too. You can go to 65 foot-pounds of torque on that bolt, and you got two of them at the bottom. But as far as that, man, there it is. Toyota Tacoma 2016 exhaust manifold removal and install. So if you're looking for an installment part, or you're looking for that type of job to be done, hey, there you go. You got the video. You know what to take out, and there it is. You know what I mean? So holla at you guys on the next one.